Hello, dear friends. We have the pleasure today to be at home at Francine Lageot, a very famous Belgian fancier.
Yeah, famous, yes, well
For
known.
me,
Ah, yeah,
well known.
well known.
Okay.
Yeah,
But more than that, she is very involved on the Belgian pigeon sport.
yeah,
And in the meantime, she's the organizer of the race of Narbonne.
yes,
Yes?
yes, it is.
Hello, Francine.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, me too.
Since what time you have pigeons first?
I've got pigeons with my husband from 80.
80.
Yeah.
So
from
many
80.
years already.
Because he had pigeons when I met him. So I didn't have pigeons before, but as he had pigeons at his parents', not to be alone in my house, I was with him in his loft. And I
Yeah.
began, and I was involved in the pigeon races with him, of course, but also after I was involved in the committee,
Yeah.
first of the province and then from the national federation, the Royal Federation in Brussels at that time. So since 2002, I'm one of the members of the national committee.
Committee of
Yeah.
KBDB.
Yeah,
So the first advice we already get it for the wives of the fanciers
yeah,
to don't stay alone in the home, upset
Yeah.
or boring.
Yeah.
Go in the loft.
that's right. That's what I did.
And when you start to organize the Narbonne,
When I was involved in the committee of Indépendante de Liège, so that's the name of the group who organized the Narbonne.
that's a club of Liège and the
Yes,
clan
yes,
of Liège.
yeah. It's a big club at that moment, because now there is less and less pigeon fanciers, unfortunately. But still, we are here in the province of Liège with Indépendante de Liège. And it exists already at that time. Narbonne was existing.
Yeah.
So as I was beginning to be involved in that club, they asked me if I can give help to organize the Narbonne. And finally, we are a little committee and we organize this Narbonne every year.
Every year.
Yeah.
This year you have 28,000
Oh yes. Yeah,
pigeons.
we were very proud of it because last year we had 21,000 pigeons international. So it means with the Netherlands, Germany, Luxembourg, France and Belgium. And last year it was already very good for us, but this year it was 376.
Very nice.
So it was really unexpected. But as our season wasn't good for everybody here in Belgium, we lose a lot of pigeons, and we were very surprised to have so many pigeons at the race. So that's it. We are very proud of it for this year.
This year, very nice. You see, we have a plan. I told you a few things about it. Sorin Zamfir, our vice president, has this plan to rent a big loft in Germany, the Hermes loft,
Yeah,
and to create a kind of one-off race for the Romanian fanciers,
yeah.
which will be able to send pigeons, and 1 year old they will compete to Narbonne.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at 2 years to Barcelona. What do you think about that? We can
It's
be
a-
competitors.
Yeah, but it's a very good idea. It's a very good idea. Yeah.
Francine, let's talk a little bit about organize such a race. When you start the basketing,
We, for the international races in Belgium, we basket on the Monday evening
Monday evening.
to release on the Friday.
Why so early?
Because we basket on Monday night,
Yeah,
so all the birds from everywhere
yes,
come during the night of Monday to Tuesday.
yes.
And then on Tuesday, people, and I was there too, we must make a control, some control on the birds.
On the birds.
And the people also must complete the baskets. Huh? So it takes a long time to do.
Let's say Tuesday you need to do the controls.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's still a lot of times. When you leave Tuesday evening?
No. We are leaving on Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Why
Yeah.
not Tuesday evening?
Because the people are not really ready.
Yes.
If I told them you must be ready, of course they will do. But the drivers, they generally work on Tuesday.
Yes.
For other business, for
Yeah.
other things. And they can't drive so many hours from the whole day on Tuesday and even at night. So they say the transporter, for us is Mr. Bowens, he say it can't be for me to have all the drivers for Tuesday evening.
Tuesday evening. Okay, it's Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning they were leaving at this year, January, they are leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning.
That.
Normally, if they drive very quickly, they can be there
No,
in the
no,
night.
no, not at all. So they are, because for the flight, the pigeon for me here, it's 850 kilometers for Narbonne, but with the road, it takes more time. So they leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then they stop beginning, because there are trucks coming from different places in Belgium,
Yes.
and they meet in the first parking just a little further the how do you say that?
The border in front.
The border,
Yeah.
that's right. Between the border, from the border. So they stay there, so they drive about 4 hours, something
Yes.
like that. They stop, they give water to all the birds, and then they wait a little because they have to make pause, the drivers.
For the drivers or for the pigeons?
No,
Or
for the
both?
drivers.
For the drivers.
And then they have to go down, they go down, and they stop in Châteauroux. That's the stop where they spend the night.
Why they don't go
Further? Because further, this is the place where all the trucks for pigeons stop when they go to other places too. For
Okay,
instance,
but this has to do with the pigeons. They need more rest.
So they were arriving in Châteauroux about 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, middle of the day.
Yeah. They stop there. They give food to I had 7 big trucks,
Yes.
semi. We
Yeah.
say, semi. So we had 7.
Yes.
So they have to feed all of them, to put fresh water in all of them.
Yes.
So it takes time.
Of course.
And then the driver must rest 8 hours.
So
That's the low.
Yes.
That's the low.
On the Wednesday,
Yeah.
the pigeons get what time food on the chateau?
In
In the
before
morning,
before leaving,
Yeah.
and then in Châteauroux.
Before leaving, that's in the morning or in the evening?
No. They had food on Tuesday, of course, after everything is complete.
Yeah.
They give food and water.
Yes.
Water always.
Always normal.
But feed on Tuesday around 4-5 o'clock.
In the morning.
No, at night.
At night. So they get Tuesday evening food,
Yes.
water normal,
Yeah.
and next food it's Wednesday afternoon.
Morning, and then in the afternoon.
And then in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But what time in the morning? 5? 5 before? leaving?
Yes. So, or sometime it's late on Tuesday. It depends of how they work.
Yeah.
If they are ready at 2 o'clock, they give food, and they give food again at night,
Yeah.
a little. But if they have a lot of work, they give it further in the day. Let's say 6-7 o'clock. We don't know exactly. It depends. And then it will be on the following day, very early.
Okay.
And then, so they are in Châteauroux, they spend the night in Châteauroux, because this is special for the drivers.
Yes.
They can have a shower and things like that. And then the following day, Around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, they prepare again everything, look for the French water and things like that, and then they go to Narbonne. And so it's on Thursday.
Thursday. So, we are Thursday morning.
We are Thursday morning before leaving.
Before leaving, they get food and water?
Yes,
so
again.
Food and water.
Yeah. And then they leave to go to Narbonne.
Yes.
And this year, in January, they arrive around 3 o'clock in Narbonne.
They make any stop from the
Yes,
start?
probably a little stop, because they must drive 4 hours and then stop.
Yes, but food or something?
No, not food.
Water?
Just water.
Water?
Yeah, just water.
If they
to
stop,
be
they
sure.
give water again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, they arrive on the Narbonne place?
Yes. They put the trucks because
For
7.
the releasing, yes.
Yeah. So they put them like that in a file, all the trucks, and then they open every doors of the trucks to have air, and because it's warm.
Yes.
But it wasn't too warm this year. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was 23, 24 degrees.
Very good.
So it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then they begin to give food to everybody and water, fresh water again to everybody. So, and after that, they rest and they wait till the morning, because when they begin to feed, for instance, in Narbonne, they arrive from between 3 and 4 o'clock. They begin and they have finished. It was about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to feed
Yes,
7
of
trucks.
course. Yeah.
Friday morning before the release, you give them food?
No.
Okay.
So he called me at 6 o'clock on Friday morning to say, here we think the weather, no wind, because the problem with Narbonne is the wind.
Yeah.
So he said, no wind, that's okay for us. We hope to release this morning. So I say, okay, then I call Belgium, Denis Sapin, I call Netherlands, I call Germany, I call France.
Yes.
And I say, okay, this year I think we can release. And the France said, I'm a little afraid maybe for the north of France, but the north near the sea. And he said, but of course we have to release because the foreign date wasn't good. The foreign date we have to wait till Tuesday if we didn't release.
Yes.
So I call the Hollanders and they say, okay, Francine, you can release for us. That's okay. Germany, the same. So I call again there in France and I say, okay, we can release as soon as you think it's okay. And he said, okay, when the sun's coming up, I give you a call. And around 7 o'clock, he called me back and said, okay, the sun is going up very slowly, of course, but it's going up. I wait till it's all the sun up.
In the sky.
Yeah, in the sky. And I said, okay, tell me when, and about 7:45, he told me it will be at 8 o'clock that we will release the birds. I say, okay, that's perfect. So at 8 o'clock, he released the birds. He called me directly, and I have some video of it, of the races. And he says, okay, we did it. It was perfect. They were all together, and they go directly. They didn't tour. They go directly the good direction.
So you think it's important that to have the sun all in the sky, not a little bit?
Yeah, that's always what the men who, I don't know the word in English, the convoyeur.
Yes, convoyeur, the manager of the
the
race
manager,
from the releasing point.
Yeah, that's right. He says, for me, I always wait till the sun is always up, the whole sun.
It's important. because we have this problem in Romania. The people want to release earlier as possible. When they see a little light,
no.
release them.
Yeah.
They are afraid to don't be too hot.
It's not in
It's hot anyway.
No, yeah, it's hot anyway, but 8 o'clock it's not late.
It's not late.
It's not late. Of course, 8 o'clock for Narbonne, for instance.
Narbonne, yes.
For the other
It's
races,
different
it's different.
from
For a
places to
short
places,
races,
but it's good to be the sun on the sky complete.
complete. Yeah.
Interesting. And what's happened when you don't have sky?
Then you have to know what the weather on the line of the birds, of course.
And what is the possibilities? You
the-
don't have sky and you
Yeah.
have how you say nor. Oh, wait.
It's very-
clouds. It's
Clouds, very.
very-
It's
yeah.
not good.
Not good. Not really.
Good. Oh no.
And when it's high cloud with blue sky.
Yeah, a little.
little.
Yeah, we don't wait till it's blue all over,
Yes.
but even with the white clouds, a little, that's okay. It's okay. And the wind is important, because I remember once, 4 or 5 years ago, the convoyeur called me in the morning at 6 o'clock, and I couldn't hear him because there was too much wind.
Too much wind.
And you heard woo, woo, woo. So he said, today we won't release because there are too much wind. And in fact, we didn't release. Because
But doesn't matter the direction of the wind. When it's too much, you don't release.
no, it's because there in Narbonne we have the Mistral.
Yeah.
And Mistral, this is a wind who goes in the sea.
Yeah.
So it's not good. So if you have a little wind coming up from the sea, it doesn't matter.
Even if it's strong wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too strong, but even if it's okay. Because this time, for instance, so they have to go through France, the birds, and when they were after Paris, the wind was very hard this year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, because they have already traveled nearly all France.
But the wind over the France was headwind or?
No, it was back.
It's backwind.
Yeah, so it was okay.
And when you have a lateral strong wind?
Yes, lateral.
Strong wind.
Yeah,
From
from the west or from the east. It depends. It depends what you mean by strong.
40, 50 kilometers.
Oh yeah. We must be cautious. Yeah. We must be cautious. And this year, for instance, we knew that the wind will be very hard after Paris. But we said, okay, we normally have birds in Belgium tonight, because sometimes we just have a few. But this year, the man from France called me at 6 o'clock and he said, okay, we have the first birds, but not near the sea, we have it in Alsace, near Germany. And we say, okay, with the wind, it was a wind coming from back, but southwest.
Yeah.
So they were pushing the birds like that. So, in fact, the first international this year is one German and old, and one yearling. It's in Netherlands, first international. So the wind was going like that, but the same day, on Friday night, we have birds in Belgium, even here, a lot here in this region, but also at the sea. So it was good. You have pigeons everywhere in Belgium. And for the following day, at 9:30, it was finished for the old birds, and 12 o'clock for the yearlings. So it was a good race.
Very good.
Very.
And Francine, when you have a race of 600 kilometers, I think you basket maybe...
For those races, we basket on Wednesday evening.
For Saturday release.
Yes.
And the last feed it's Friday afternoon, the same?
Yes.
So the feeding is nearly the same?
Yeah, it's nearly the same.
And when you have a 350, 400 kilometers race, when you basket?
When we basket on Thursday.
Thursday?
We.
Yeah.
But in Antwerp, they basket the day before,
The day before.
on Friday. We always basket for from 300 kilometers till 400 kilometers. We basket on Thursday
Thursday evening.
Yeah, yeah.
2 nights on the
Yeah,
basket.
yeah.
Why?
Because the transporter for the province of Liège, we need 2 trucks to make to go to each club.
Which club?
So
It's a matter of time.
it's a matter of time because he has finished around midnight, and then to make 300 kilometers to arrive at the release point before releasing the birds, you have to wait 2 hours. So if you arrive at 5 o'clock in the morning, you have to wait till 7 o'clock to release.
Do you think it's enough?
Yes.
2 hours?
Yes.
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 So you can drive all night.
Yeah, that's
Course.
what they do, huh?
On,
But-
on Antwerp, for example, they
For-
drive
yeah,
all night
Yeah.
and 2-3 hours before arrive
they
and release the
release.
pigeons.
Yes.
Okay.
But for us, we have too much club
I
to
understand.
take,
It's complicated.
and it's complicated. And generally, if we do that, they won't arriving at the release point around 6 o'clock or 7. Yes, or between 5 and 6. But in in June and July, we can release at 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the
But you have
weather's
sun.
okay.
You have sun. You do the same. Wait till to see the sun and everything.
Yes,
or
yes, or maybe not the whole sun, but we wait till it's okay, till the sun is there. Yeah,
till the weather
yeah,
is good.
yeah. Oh yes, yeah. But
Okay.
for instance, our province, we release January very early. Early, it means when we can release at 6 o'clock, it's at 6 o'clock directly.
Okay. What food get the pigeons on the trucks?
Corn,
Corn, maize.
yeah,
Maize. Only maize.
only
Only
corn.
maize. Good. I think we learned a lot of things
I
about
hope so.
about organize the race. On my YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
I have many followers from all over the world, even from countries where are beginners in the pigeon sport.
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, this interview will help them a lot because I get a lot of questions about that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I told them what I know about it. But when you have more opinions, you
of
can
course.
already know.
Help them, huh?
Yes. And one more thing: you have the plastic bags, the
Yeah.
plastic cages.
Yeah.
Yes. And they are 100 per 75.
85, no? Or
85.
Yeah, 85, I think.
Yeah, 100 to
Yeah.
85
Yeah.
centimeters. So 0.85
Yeah, I think
meters.
8 or 90.
Yeah.
It's nearly like four corners, huh?
And how many birds you put in the cage for the 300-400 kilometers?
For 300 kilometers, we put, that's here in province, 22.
22.
Yeah. But for Narbonne,
Yeah.
that's 18.
18 for 0.85 square meter.
Yeah.
And for 600, same 18?
The same.
The same.
The same, yeah.
Good. So we found one more thing about how many birds we
Yeah.
can have in the cage. And then you can find on the internet the measurements of the plastic cage, or you can buy it, I think it's from Italy,
Yeah.
producing. And now we all know what we have to do. Thank you very much, Francine. It was a
You're welcome.
pleasure, and for sure we'll have many views on this interview because it's very, very helpful. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and good luck with your races.
Thank you very much. Thank you.